Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of On Down the Road Productions. In this episode, we're giving you tips for better fuel economy in your 5th generation 4Runners and also too your GX460s. So let's talk more about this. Episode from On Down the Road Productions, and this episode we're going to talk about fuel economy tips for your 5th generation 4Runner and current GX460 from Lexus. So let's talk about this.
A few moments later.
Welcome back. It's good to have you guys here with us today at On Down the Road Productions. We want to talk about tips for your 5th generation 4Runner or Lexus GX460. Things you can do to make sure you're obtaining the optimal fuel economy, especially given the fuel prices right now that we're dealing with, on top of all this other crazy inflation we've had the last 2 years since 2020. So I'll start with number one, most obvious. Make sure your tire pressures are correct. And what I have here is a portable Cyc Plus tire inflator. We carry these on our motorcycles, and if your PSI drops, you just turn it on, set the PSI you want, and this will self-inflate your tire until it reaches 36, which we picked for our 4Runner. So let's see, you set this to 36 for 36 pounds of pressure in your tire. Let's go hook it up. This just goes over the tire stem, and you press down, and then you just hit start. And it's at 32 pounds of pressure right now. This will run until 36 and shut off automatically. We have all 4 tires at 36 PSI. Why not 34? Well, a little bit firmer tire means better gas mileage on pavement. That's our first tip. In terms of the Cyc Plus, what a great product. The only downside to this product are 2 things. One, this tip heats up to red hot when it inflates a tire. And 2, it goes through its battery pretty quickly. So after 2 tires, you're lucky to finish a 3rd one. So make sure if you do carry this in your vehicle, you keep it charged. Okay, our number 2 tip is actually my favorite tip, and right here. Replace your stock OEM filter with a K&N million mile air filter. Placing a K&N in either your 4Runner or Lexus GX460, they use the identical air filters, by the way. You will pick up 1 to 3 miles to the gallon, typically, no matter how you drive. I love these. They go in all our vehicles, our motorcycles and cars, and it's just worth, 1, you never have to buy an air filter again. 2, when they get dirty, you clean them. And 3, you get a small power boost, 3 to 5 horsepower typically, and 1 to 3 miles to the gallon. Sometimes more. I'll keep it at 1 to 3 for the 4Runner because it works, and this is actually my favorite one to do. So get yourself a K&N air filter for either your GX460 or 5th generation 4Runner, and your engine will breathe better. And especially in cooler air, these things really shine. Our tip number 2 is to get a K&N air filter. We believe in this product completely. Okay, tip number 3, run a higher octane fuel in your vehicle. So the GX460 obviously can only take premium. On the 4Runner side, you can put 87 octane in the motor. We have been running 89 octane in our 4Runner since we bought it new. And believe it or not, we're getting 17 to 19 miles to the gallon in normal driving. So why use a higher octane fuel? Well, a couple reasons. One, the better the spark, the higher the combustion, the better that engine will perform. Thus, better power, better fuel economy. Now, why would I pick 89 octane over premium in the 4Runner? I just wanted a small octane bump. I have done 1 or 2 91 octane fuel stops. Ultimately though, I do not put 87 octane in the 4Runner. I want it to run good when I drive it. So think about your octane. Now I can talk more about the octane argument. You know, there's all these people out there that say, well, it doesn't matter what kind of octane you run in your motor. Some motors are designed to run on higher octane better. The 4-liter V6 is one of those motors, believe it or not. When it first came out, it was a premium only motor, especially in the FJ Cruiser. They got away from that due to the whatever they did to get away from that. So I advocate in your 5th generation 4Runner, try to keep it at 89 octane. I know fuel's expensive, but hey, it makes a difference. Even if it's 0.2 of a mile to the gallon better, that's a great one. Okay, number 4, all right. Here's one that I love to talk about. So I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I've restored a few Acura TLs and CLs. I love the 3.2 liter Honda VTEC motor. I think it's the best V6 engine, top 3 at least ever made. It's now a 3.5 liter, but that 3.2 version of that motor is so remarkable. Where am I going with this? All the Acuras I drove, including all the 4Runners I've driven, including the GX460 we own now, if you just mash them on the pedal, they just scream. Use a soft touch when you're accelerating. Now, I see a lot of tropes on social media about the 4Runner that's slower than a dog and boy, the acceleration sucks. People, you're buying a truck, okay? And in the driving I do around here, there have been 0 issues with acceleration in traffic, 0 issues with passing power on the freeway, 0 issues with merging onto roads. It's a great motor. The 4-liter V6 in the 4Runner is, from our perspective, the best V6 engine ever made. It will be a sad day if Toyota should discontinue that 4-liter V6. They just stay on the road forever. Take care of them. You'll go 500,000 miles at least. Lexus GX460, it's really the same way. I have a previous video showing the acceleration, and you know, people are telling me, well, it's just, you know, perception and this and that. Hey man, I grew up in Detroit with muscle cars. I've owned 3 Mercury Marauders. One was supercharged. I've had a GTO. I've had many, many muscle cars, and I know fast and I know quick. Again, people, these are trucks, okay? And they're fine. They're totally fine. No way are they quote unquote slow, quote unquote slow completely. So I'll disagree with anybody on that. And I actually went through this with my 6-speed manual Honda Goldwing. All these DCT guys coming at me. Well, you know, the DCT is faster than the 6-speed manual. I've been riding 25 years. I forget how many years I've been riding a motorcycle. I'm pretty damn quick on that Honda Goldwing if I want to be. But you have to think about it. You're buying trucks. You're not buying Challengers, Mustangs. And if that's what you want is break your neck acceleration, go do that. I am not doing a pedal commander in the 4Runner. I refuse because I use the soft touch. I gradually push on the corner of the accelerator and take it from there. And I've had no issues. What a beautiful acceleration path the 4Runner has. Could it be faster? Anything can be faster, but who cares? You want a ticket, you want to endanger other drivers, you want to race your truck on public roads, that's you, that's not us. The current 5th generation 4Runner and the current GX460 from Lexus have more than adequate acceleration. Are there faster vehicles out there? No doubt, but did we buy these vehicles because of how fast they went to 60 miles an hour, or did we buy them because they're the best vehicles you can buy for the money? So where am I going with all this in acceleration? I'm going here. Do that soft touch approach when you drive and kind of float around when you drive these trucks. I'm getting up around 19 without being on the highway, and I have no doubt I can get 21 on the highway, maybe 22 with our current 4Runner off-road premium. And this is how I know that. I had a off-road premium, whatever they called it back in 2014, 2015 in Florida. I routinely got 22 to 23 miles to the gallon driving between St. Petersburg and Naples on the weekend because I was bored. I loved being able to go down there and do that. It had a K&N air filter, like I alluded to earlier, and it did great. I would rather get the K&N air filter, drive with a soft touch, chill out when I drive, enjoy my drive, and pick up 1 mile to 2 miles to the gallon very quickly. And things like acceleration, how you accelerate, obviously impact fuel economy. I think the pedal commander is something I have no interest in. I don't even think it's worthwhile to buy one. You can drive the truck, you can change how you press that accelerator, and you'll be fine. Well, here's my case. Give it a try yourself. I do it all the time. There's no issues. Number 5, go with a spark plug like a +4 from Bosch or an E3 spark plug when you do change your plugs in your 4Runner or GX460. The +4 from Bosch has 4 electrodes on it, and the E3 has a patented head design. Racers use them. I love the E3 spark plug technology because that spark travels longer through the tip of the spark plug, which means better combustion in your motor and better fuel economy and power. Good spark plugs always rule the day. If you don't want to get an E3 or Bosch +4 spark plug, just always try to keep the best plugs you can in your 4Runner or Lexus GX460. Okay guys, I just wanted to share these tips with you. We appreciate you. We're so glad you're here. The big thing here is that we're concerned, like we believe everyone else is, with the cost of living right now. So it takes a little bit of an expenditure to improve your fuel economy. So if you whip out the $50 for the K&N air filter, you'll never buy an air filter again. You will just have to clean it. When you do clean it though, a light spray of oil only. Putting too much oil on it will go up into the sensors on any vehicle and cause bigger problems for you. You know, when the day comes to do your plugs, go for the best plugs you can get. Obviously, the no-brainer knucklehead one is keep your tires inflated. When the air gets cold, tires lose air pressure. And that portable air compressor from Psych Plus is pretty decent. The tip does heat up and it does go through its power quickly, but it's a good product. And you know, using a higher octane fuel, yes, I know we're all on a budget. A lot of folks like me, many of us are still work from home or we are not driving that much. I'd rather keep a better octane in our 4Runner. The Lexus, like I had said, does use premium no matter what you do. It's not just so the better engine performance and that slight nudge in fuel economy it could give you. It's really that, you know, there's all these internal fuel system components in play, and a higher octane fuel also helps keep that stuff kind of clean. And I'm going to give you guys one more bonus tip. Okay guys, here's one more bonus tip because we appreciate you and we want all our lives to be more manageable, easier during these high cost times we're living in. Right here, Z-Max fuel formula. This stuff is the hookup. Each oil change, we place a full bottle of this in the fuel tank of our vehicles. Now this product has a write-up in Consumer Reports. Carroll Shelby was so impressed by this product, God rest his soul, that he endorsed it for free. This stuff works. It's only microparticle lubricant. This is wonderful for your lifters, fuel system components. I've already put a little splash or two in the 4Runner. Really impacts your engine in such a positive way. If you get a chance to try out Z-Max, go for it. Get yourself a bottle like this and you know, put it in your fuel tanks. It's good for your motor. It's good for your fuel tank and fuel system on any vehicle you buy. And no, I didn't get paid for this endorsement. So, guys, thank you so much. I've been busy with work, bad excuse, and I've had some health issues too the last couple months. It's been hard to make videos on some days for me. My last video, if you can't tell, with the TRD radiator cap, I was suffering. I did my best to try and keep one video out a week here for this channel. I need my health to get better, but I won't talk about my health concerns on social media. Today I feel better, but I'm trying. Was brought up to believe that criticism is jealousy. And I'm having fun doing this. I feel, you know, with having worked for companies like General Motors, Nissan and Volkswagen, TRW, and other automotive related companies, that I can bring a unique perspective into this motorcycle thing, and especially to this truck and automotive thing. I'm very passionate about vehicles in general. One thing we won't do on this channel is be a repeat commercial for products. In other words, if we're going to talk about a specific truck or vehicle, you saw it happen with the new Tundra. You know, people drank the Kool-Aid. That new Tundra hit the market, nothing but problems. I have supported product development teams on electric vehicles. I'm no dummy, and I can look at some vehicles and talk about it intelligently, whether it's how they're built or how the engineering is going to impact your cost of ownership. It doesn't make me Joey Smart Guy or Joey Expert, but I've been working in the automotive industry most of my adult life, and that's the perspective I want to share with you when we ride our motorcycles, or we drive our trucks, or we go camping, whatever it is we do. So guys, thank you again for being here. We really appreciate you. Remember to never quit, never give up. Remember to take care of each other. Everyone have the best possible day. We'll see you the next episode. Hitting like and subscribe.